I don't know what's tougher, Philip following Jeff Gordon or me following Kerry Tharp, but we're here with our 2009 NASCAR Whelen All-American Series national champion Philip Morris. Just a couple highlights. This is Philip's third national championship in the last 4 seasons. He also won the NASCAR Whelen All-American Series title in 2006 and 2008. He joins the late Larry Phillips, who won 5 times, as the only driver to win it more than once. He also won his seventh overall late model championship at Motor Mile Speedway in Radford, Virginia. And almost as impressively, since 2000, in 203 NASCAR Whelen All-American Series late model races, Philip has won 90 times. Philip, can you talk about what winning a third NASCAR Whelen All-American Series national championship means?
Well, for me, it's huge. I mean, the first one was almost magic, and then the second one I had to pinch myself. And after this one, it really was most gratifying, just being able to enjoy seeing it come together and kind of anticipating. And I've been running in this series for so long. I've made so many mistakes, and this year was a year where we really focused on not making mistakes. So seeing it kind of come together at the end just really made it probably the greatest championship that we've had.
For those who didn't follow, can you just brief synopsis on your season from the beginning and the middle and the end there?
Yeah, the season we started off real strong. I think we won 6 races in a row at a couple different tracks, and really seemed to be really on top. And then we went through a dry spell, and kind of hard to describe what it's like from winning races and then having a dry spell. It just makes you really super hungry, and that happened. And when it did, we just started working harder and harder, and putting a lot more effort, calories, money, time, really making a lot of sacrifices. And most of my crew are volunteer guys on my crew, so by the end of the season, we were trying so hard, and it has started coming together, and that's when we got really excited about it, and really made the year, really characterized the year for us.
We'll open to questions from the media, starting with Jared Turner.
Yeah. Jared Turner, NASCAR Scene. Philip, why do you think it took you so long to win the first championship, and did you ever think when you won the first championship that you would be able to rattle off 3 and 4 years?
It took so long because we made a lot of mistakes, and that's how you win races. Is you finish second a lot, and you lose a lot of races that you should have won. And we came through so many years of finishing second that we finally started figuring out we got to minimize mistakes and fix our errors. And when the first one came around, it's such a long shot that we didn't think we'd ever make it back there again. And then coming back in 07 and finishing, I think it was in the top 5 somewhere, we realized that we really do have a shot at, if we stay, if we keep our nose to the grindstone and we work really hard and hone and dig deep, that we can just keep thinking about the mistakes and try not to have them reoccur, and then have to win it last year. We realized we were on to something, and I'm so much looking forward to a possibility of a 4-peat, next year, just doing the same thing, just working hard, keeping our focus, hitting our marks, and not making those mistakes.
Do you have any other questions on Philip's championship?
Just to follow up, does it get harder or does it get easier? The more championships you win, come back and do it again.
I think it's a little easier stress-wise on your body, just knowing what you have to do to finish her out. When it's uncharted territory, you don't know what you're going to go through or what obstacle you're going to have to conquer. But having done it before, I think now it seems like it's easier in that respect, but harder in being competitive respect. And obviously I'm not the youngest guy out there. I got guys that could be my children that I race against, and that makes it super hard. With their energy level, and of course, I'm accused of not having the reflexes they do. I just try to make up for it and just being over-prepared for every race, just working really hard, doing a lot of testing, and just whatever it takes. And by the end of the season, that all kind of falls together, and it seems like we've been here before, so we know what to expect, and it does make it a little easier.
just to follow up on a couple other items regarding Philip. For the first time, the NASCAR Whelen All-American Series Awards Banquet will be held in the Charlotte area. It'll be at the new Concord Convention Center on Friday, November 13th. And then you should also have all received, we'll be holding our second annual NASCAR Toyota Champions Media Karting Showdown presented by Sirius XM Radio on Tuesday, November 10th. All the media is certainly welcome to come out. Philip will be there, as well as all of our champions, including Andrew Ranger, Ryan Truex, Jason Bowles, and Philip. Having done this last year as a champion out in Anaheim, can you talk about racing all the other NASCAR Touring Series champions in go-karts, just kind of having a little fun with that?
Yeah, well, last year was a pretty humbling experience because, not being used to racing against those guys. You race against them on the internet. You watch them every weekend. But then when you see them in person and you start trying to pick up on their strong points and their weaknesses, then you start realizing you got your hands full. And it's going to be tough this year, but I learned a little bit last year that I think I can bring to the table and maybe try to improve on I don't even know what my finish was, but it was not good.
All right, thank you.